Alrighty guys, I'm Casey and welcome back to a brand new modded series here on the channel. Welcome to SkyFactory 4. Now, I have played SkyFactory previously on the channel. We did a full season of SkyFactory 3 and I did do some SkyFactory 4, but for whatever reason I ended up not finishing the series. I can't quite remember why now. Maybe it was one of the worlds I ended up losing, but either way I'm zoomed in too far. There we go. I like to be zoomed out a little bit when I play. But anyway, I thought I'd just start this series without you guys, just to make sure that we got a sapling from this tree. Otherwise, it'd mean that I'd have to start over again. But we got a sapling, which is great. So anyway, let's get into this series and what this series is about. SkyFactory is a SkyBlock, which means it's not really set in the sky per se, but it is set on just sort of like one piece of land. Sometimes you get a piece of dirt with a tree, which is what we've got here. Other times, you get a little bit of an island, a little small island. It's about 3 by 3 or sometimes a little bit bigger. But we're playing the default world type. You can play different world types in SkyFactory, but I'm just going to play the default world type because I've not played around with SkyFactory too much and I've not learned too much about it. That one goes 3. This one needs to go 3 as well, but we need to go some more trees. But the idea behind a skyblock is building up an entire world from literally one block and one tree. Now, this version of SkyBlock is very different to a lot of the others that I've played. For starters, there's no ex nihilo in here, though. Yeah, we have applied logistics, we have this extended crafting, but we don't have any ex nihilo. Like, none whatsoever. So it means that we've got to go a new route here to get ourselves started up. And it's mainly focused the early game around these trees. You get all these different types of trees that do all these different kinds of things. So we're going to hold the grave key just to vein mine all of that and hope we get a sapling. We did get a sapling, which is good. So we'll just go ahead and mine this dirt log, which drops oak logs once you mine it. But it also drops you these dirt resin and these dirt acorns. And that's going to be useful for us because we can turn the acorns into food and we can also use these to craft dirt. But right now, we're worrying about just expanding this platform out some, which is what I want to do. I want to make sure that we can catch all of those little saplings that's going to drop from the tree. And if you're playing a skyblock for the first time, you probably want to make sure that you are doing the same thing. Now, one thing we can do is we can craft ourselves a crook here, which is just sticks like this. And this will increase the drop rate of the saplings. If you've played with any skyblock before and you've played with ex nihilo, you'll know the crook. It's in that mod pack. There's another mod that actually adds it into this pack. So it's a whole different sort of like progression. And I don't believe that there's any Ender IO either, which is unfortunate. No, we don't have Ender IO. There's a whole new sort of like progression in this than what I've played before, which is kind of why I really want to get into it. And if you're sort of around the channel and you're like, oh, more series is starting, what's going on here? I do have a schedule worked out. There's going to be 2 videos in each series a week, with the exception of the Minecraft Achievement Hunt, which is just going to be 1 video. And I've got it written down on the text document, which is actually behind this window, so I can't see it. But I think we're going to go Mondays and Fridays for modded Minecraft. Tuesdays, Thursdays for the tutorial series, Wednesdays and Saturdays for the vanilla series. So let's just get this growing up here. You can see that this will grow. If you press shift and just keep pressing shift, this will grow. There's a tree growing simulator mod. This is actually taking quite a while to grow, as in terms of it than it normally does. This is really taking a long time. Come on. Ah, there we go. So we do that, we got ourselves 14 saplings. We got ourselves more saplings that time than what we would have done before. So what I like to do, just sort of like in the early game when it comes to these skyblocks, is I like to build a bit of a platform just so that I can grow more than just one tree. And I like to space my trees out 3 by 3. But before we get into that, I'm just going to mine this one tree. Then I'm going to open up the book and teach you about the book. So we start with this thing called an advancement book. And if we right click this, this shows us sort of like the progression tree through skyblock, and there's all different ages, and we'll be going through all of these as we progress, but we're going to start out on this one. Now, I'm not going to do a normal typical let's play where we just build up a random wooden island. I actually want to build a really cool looking base, and I want to start it right from the beginning, so sort of like the base will evolve as we evolve throughout these ages. So I do want to set up some sort of base here in the first episode, make this look a little bit funky. I don't want to just have like a square platform like a lot of other people do. I want to have something really cool here. So before we do this anyway, let's just jump it back into this advancement book. We got the getting started one, and we got these from just mining the starting tree. But we can see that there's a dirt here, and this is the kind of thing that I want to get into. Craft a dirt block using dirt acorns. We've got our crafting table, and if we just go into here, we go down to the bottom here, we could just type in dirt. If I can spell it. There we go. Dirt, and we can see the crafting recipes for dirt, and we want this one that obviously uses the resin. We craft ourselves 3 dirt, which is great. That's kind of like what I wanted, because I do want to put some dirt. So like here, and on this side, like so. I like to put my dirts 3 blocks apart. Now, we won't be able to truly get this looking how I want it to look in this episode, but we'll be able to at least get something looking pretty cool in here. Something that allows us to progress with what we're going to do. So I'm just going to mine myself some trees, get myself a wooden platform here, and when I've got something to show you, I'll bring you on back. Welcome on back, folks. And as you can see, I've started to extend the platform out a little bit. Now, I did say that I didn't want a big square wooden platform. Obviously, I'm going to have to make it out of wood for now, but I do want to start sort of like getting into shape, so like the way that I want this base to look. And this is where we're going to have the tree garden over here. But if I keep building at this height, because this is down half a slab, which means mobs can't spawn on it. But up here they can spawn, and I don't want that, so we need to get ourselves into some, being able to produce torches a little bit better. Which means we need to move on from dirt trees to petrified trees. So we're going to look at how to get cobblestone in just a moment. So, if we go look in our book here, we can see we got cobblestone over here. And it says, craft a cobblestone block using petrified acorns and resin. Right? So we need petrified saplings, which is here. And it says, craft a petrified sapling. If we go into here and we type in petrified sapling, it tells us here what the recipe is. A dirt sapling, which we have, which is great. Awesome, we've got that. But then we need something called a petrified acorn. We need 8 of these. And if we click this, it shows us exactly how we can get this. By using a drying rack. Dirt acorn will become a petrified one. And we need 8 of these. So we have 8 dirt acorns, which is awesome. So now we need to make a drying rack. And I think we just make them like this. And I think I've got enough space on here. No, I don't. Let's go up 1 more. So there we can pop 9 down like this. Boom. Then we can take ourselves a dirt acorn and pop ourselves dirt acorns on here. Now, if you're struggling with food at the early game, you can actually eat these. That's what I've been doing. It's not very efficient, but it's a quick and nasty method that'll get you there. Those dirt acorns have now become petrified acorns. That's what I'm trying to say here. Words. So we can go ahead and craft ourselves up one of them cobblestone. Sorry, not one of them cobblestones. One of these saplings here, this petrified sapling. And we go ahead and we can plant that. Let's plant that over here. And let's see if we can get that to grow up. I noticed these grow a lot quicker when you're running and jumping. I don't know if that's just the placebo effect or not. But yeah, there we go. Look. Now, if we look at cobblestone, maybe it'll tell us what the recipe is. Because that's important. Cobblestone. Where are we? We are here. Petrified. Yes, same as dirt. Just acorns and resin. We look like we have enough for... How much does that get us? 1 piece. So, we're going to need a fair more amount of this. I don't think we could hold shift and right click the dirt like we could in SkyFactory 3. No, that doesn't seem to work, which is unfortunate. But right now, all I literally want is enough cobblestone for a furnace, just so I can make some charcoal and get myself some torches going. I think that's what I want to do. And then obviously, I think we will maybe move a little bit further forward, but I do want to just start off with some of the basic trees, and I want to sort of progress through this slowly, building up a base as we go. So yeah, I'm going to get to this, get myself ready to craft a furnace, then I'll be back with you. Well, I've crafted up the cobblestone, and now I'm about to make myself a furnace like so, and then I'm just going to plop this down anywhere for now. It doesn't really make much of a difference. And all I'm going to do is I'm just going to smelt up some of my wood, so I get myself some charcoal, and we can start torching this up, but I can start building this how I want this to look. I've got a really cool idea for how I want this sort of like this area to look, so like tree farm. I'm just debating on how many trees we're going to have in this farm, but yeah. Let me get some more work done on this. I'm thinking we're going to have rows going like so, like 1 here, and each row will have 64 trees in it. The same here. I'm thinking we'll probably have 4 on each side, giving us a grand total of 8. Welcome on back, folks. And as you can see now, we are starting, it's starting to come together. It's starting to look good. We got some cobblestone going in there. But I've had a bit of a think about this, and I think I'm going to change the design up just a little bit, because I do like this. And originally we was going to have 3 either side, maybe even more. Because I was thinking, like, okay, that's great. You know, we'll be able to plant ourselves a stack of trees each time. This will get us a bunch of resin and a bunch of acorns. But actually, what happens is the acorns drop from the leaves, not the actual logs. And this design doesn't lend itself to really growing too many leaves. We'll get a bunch of wood from this and a bunch of resin, but not too many on the leaf front, unless as I'm growing it I just simply chop down the leaves like so. That might be the better option, but once it starts to fill up with oak wood, we are going to start to lose out. But nonetheless, I think we're going to have 2 either side, and I wanted to just bring you in for this bit. This here is going to be where we store the chests. So the vast majority of this area is going to be made out of oak wood to begin with, and maybe even just styles of oak wood as we progress through. So I'm just going to come out the back here and just pillar up behind this with some oak wood. But there's that. Let's go craft ourselves a chest. But I thought I'd just bring you back and give you an update on what's going on. So I think this is going to look really cool when it's done. Can we make double chests? Give me those. Can I make chests like this in this? Yes, I can. I think I'll need about 12 chests, maybe, which is unfortunate. Actually, that's not unfortunate because I've got an idea. We could put some barrels up there. I forgot what we used for barrels. Let me have a look at that. So we've got this barrel. I wonder how this one works. Now, I can't quite remember how I used to store things in this. I might have to go back and look at my video to see how I was storing things before in this. But let's just try this. This requires us making something we haven't made yet, which is a cauldron, which should be relatively easy. We just need a cauldron, a couple of pressure plates. And it's fun to try some things on camera together. So let's do that. If I put this down. Oh, that's nice. Can I? Okay, yes, I can. I could just store things in here. Oh, brilliant. Brilliant. We can make a couple of those. Yeah, let's make a couple of those. Now we know how they work. They're pretty cool. They look really cool as well, don't they? I mean, come on. I've seen some barrels in Minecraft, and these ones are probably the most cool looking ones ever. So let's quickly make up another one of those. And then this way we can store most of our stuff. This will only store 1 item. It won't store... Oh, I've got room for 4, haven't I? Of course I do. So if we just pop that up there, then I could just put some stuff in here like oak wood. We're going to have a lot of oak wood. Might as well put that in there. Probably going to get a lot of these saplings, but I don't think I want to put these saplings in there. But yeah, let me get some more work done and I'll be back with you. Welcome on back, folks. And I've got these in place now. We got all 4. It took... Really, tree? Really? You want to have a face-off? You want to have a face-off? Eat croc. Yeah. 3-0. KC won. Yeah. So I've gone ahead and I've got all 4 of these in place, and I've brought around sort of like a fencing post, like sort of like just going around here all the way around. It looks good. It looks nice. I still want to go ahead and put torches on the backs of all of these, but we'll get to that in a moment. Right now, I want to work on advancing forth. I've been spending a lot more time than I actually anticipated to spend on this. Thought, oh, I'll sit down and start SkyFactory 4. That'll be fun. Like 4 hours later, I'm like, oh wow, I haven't recorded a clip in a while. Let's get to recording a clip. So here we are. We want to start moving forward and advancing through this advancement book now. Now we've got a bit of a base going, like, you know, it is a wooden block, but I can't really do anything about the oak yet. But I do want to sort of make this look a lot nice. So I think it'd be really cool to sort of maybe have the path block around here, maybe some grass. I don't know. I definitely want to put some like cobblestone accents in the middle here, but we need more cobblestone than what I've got at the minute. And you know, we might be able to get to a cobblestone generator, maybe. But let's see where the advancement's gonna take us here. The clay sapling. I don't think we're gonna get to it now because I remember we need a crucible and bone meal and all sorts. Yeah, it's gonna be a while till we get to lava. So let's actually just worry about this. So clay sapling. Let's have a look how we craft a clay sapling. It's just clay acorns around a dirt sapling, or a dirt sapling with petrified resin and dirt resin. We actually have all of that stuff. So let's grab this stuff, and we should be able to craft ourselves up a clay sapling. We can actually craft ourselves 64 clay saplings, but we don't need that. And then we can go ahead and pop these clay saplings down, sort of like over here. Let's just go ahead and get rid of this like mound. Should have made these more than 3 blocks apart now I'm thinking of it. We should have done like 5. I think that'd have been the perfect one, but they are 1 block short. It's supposed to be 16 blocks long so that I could put a full stack here. They're actually 15 blocks. I noticed after I'd sort of put everything in place, I'm like, I'm not going to change it just to fix one small issue. It'll be 15 blocks. That's fine. It's not a big glaring issue. Let me just repair up some of these. This is what I've been doing. I've been putting them in the crafting table like this to repair up my crooks. Just saves crafting new ones. Tools they break in here, they don't actually disappear when they break. You can fix them. So Now we've got this clay sapling, we can grow ourselves a little bit more of this clay. And that should allow us to move on to the next sort of sapling. Well, guys, we have the field of clay trees. We've got a field of cobblestone trees too. They're cool. Petrified trees. So we can actually start moving on to the next advancement. We got a couple more, a bone sapling and some gravel saplings. I think I'll probably get both of these saplings done up, but we've only got room for one of them. So maybe I'll replace the dirt ones. I don't really need dirt anymore. Can't see a use for it at the moment. We've got all the dirt we need. And we will eventually be turning these into an auto tree farm. As soon as we can get clay and iron up and running and we get ourselves some hoppers, we'll be turning these into hoppers, into these bonsai hoppers, which will make things a lot easier and a lot quicker for us. So we'll do that. But importantly, what we need to do now is move on to this next sapling. So let's get this next sapling done. Which one? Looks like we kind of like crisscross about here. So let's have a look at this bone sapling and see how we make ourselves a bone sapling, shall we? So, bone meal around a petrified sapling. That's going to be a problem because we don't have bone meal. How can we get bone meal? Aha! Crushing tub. Dirt in a crushing tub. So, I have to gather myself more dirt. So, I've got a couple of these alcoves sort of carved out here, ready for any new things that we need. We've got the drying racks in here. So, let's go ahead and make ourselves a tub. Should be easy enough. It's just slabs and some regular planks. We've got pretty much all of that. We'll make ourselves, I think I'm going to need a couple of these because I think we could do different things. So, is that not it? Is this it? This is probably it, isn't it? Nope. Oh, it slabs across the entire bottom. Okay. We'll make ourselves 3. We've got room for 3 here. So we just go ahead and pop those down here. We need to put dirt in here, which means I need to do more of this. Welcome on back, folks. And I've got 18 dirt. So, how do we do this? I don't want to do all 18. Let's just do 4 to begin with. I don't know how many this is going to give us. So it looks like each jump gives us 1. And that gives us what? We need 8. Okay, so let's leave us 1 over. Maybe it would have been better to do the skeleton one. This dirt took a while to get. We're all out of dirt now. I've actually mined up all of this because we got 2 more saplings that I want to make in this episode. And I kind of want to have them both here. So let's go back to this bone sapling. So we should be able to make this. I just need a petrified sapling. So my saplings are in this top one. There we go. Boom. There's our bone sapling. And we can grow this up and it'll look all nice and lovely and, you know, bony. There we go. Nice little tree. Good tree. Let's get rid of this as well. So the next tree is the gravel tree. And I'm going to do both of these fields in the next clip. But I want to see if we can get the gravel tree now. I think it was a gravel tree anyway. Yes. Obtain gravel sapling. So let's have a look at the gravel sapling and see what we have to do to get that. So gravel acorn surrounded by a petrified whatchamacallit, sapling. So how do we get one of these? A petrified acorn in sap. Okay. And we got sap, didn't we? We've got a sap from crushing those dirt. So if we get a... Do I genuinely have no acorns? Okay. Now I have acorns. Gravel acorn. Okay, so I need 8 of these, right? We've got 5. We need to get to a better food source soon. Okay, so petrified acorns. Let's just do a few of these. Is that 8? Yeah, that's 8. Give me those back. Cool. Okay, so now we should be able to make ourselves a gravel sapling, which we can plant down. We should be able to grow this and get ourselves some gravel. So I'm going to go ahead and fill both of these fields up. I'm going to fill one with gravel and one with, bones. I'll be back with you. Well, guys, I've got it all in place now. Every one of these trees is growing up now. We got our bones, our gravel, our petrified, and our clay trees. So we've got all the resources that we need in the early game. And if we were to take a look at the book, you can see that we've actually completed all of this beginning bit with the exception of the clay bucket. And I'm not going to worry too much about that. Or maybe we should. I mean, how difficult is it to craft clay? We've got the clay resin here and the clay acorns here. Can we make ourselves some clay? Let's have a look. This can't be that difficult, can it? Can we make the balls of clay? Yes, we can. Boom. 3 balls. Actually, can we just do this? Oh, yes. 3 blocks and now 12 balls. And to make ourselves... There we go. The bucket has been done. So we have done the first quest. I'd like to start moving over into some of these in the next episode. I think we're getting really close to some. And I actually remarked on this bark. I'd love to have something like this in vanilla, but you know, these being green, it'd be like a really mossy sort of bark texture, which is kind of like what you get on trees. You get that moss at the bottom of them. And just from a builder standpoint, I really would like that. But, you know, it's really interesting to play a SkyBlock with all of these sort of like different ways. I'm so used to Ex Nihilo and, you know, sieving and stuff like that. And obviously with this, we don't have that. We have a completely different progression. So it's just kind of nice to have something different, and I'm looking forward to this. I did try playing this pack before on the channel. I think I said that at the beginning of the video, but I ended up, I can't remember why I stopped now, but for some reason or other I stopped. We're not going to with this one. We're going to keep playing it out, and we're going to complete this entire book here. That's the plan. Some of these are going to take an absolute age to do. I've never actually got fill a cookie jar with cookie singularities and right click it. That's going to be interesting. And the good thing about playing the SkyBlock is it's once you start to get a resource, it's a difficult road to get that resource, but once you start getting it, you won't want it for the rest of the game. You'll have more than enough. You'll start producing it relatively easy. And I've got to learn a whole new kind of like technical progression. You know, I can't go to Ender.io. I can't go to the Ender Quarry. I can't go to RF Builders. You know, I can't go to a lot of the things that I go to progress. So it's going to be interesting finding new ways. But yeah, guys, I think I'm going to leave it here. So if you've enjoyed the video, please do consider leaving a like. It really helps out the channel and I really do appreciate it. So please do leave that like and click subscribe if you want to see more from me. Guys, I'm Casey. I want to thank you so much for watching and I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.